Hello, hello, everybody. Happy hump day. It is 11 a.m. on Wednesday, and it is 94 degrees here in Arizona and breezy. It's been real nice. Been working in the garden the last couple of days. Just a little bit here and there, trimming, doing a little trim here and there. I was out with my hubby yesterday trimming some roses, and we have this big old barrel of like this wild grass. I don't know. It has these real pretty foxtail looking tips, and that thing is out of control. I've been meaning to trim it down with the hedge trimmer, but it's just so crazy wild. It's like crazy hair. But there's a wasp nest in there, so my hubby actually trimmed it down very nicely, and he actually kind of burrowed into the heart of it from the top. And what's happening is the grass created a canopy between the stem and the actual thick part of the grass from the soil. And I think there's a whole wasp probably nest in there somewhere, and so we don't really want to mess with it too much. But um, the lantana growing in the front, I did a video, a vertical live, trimming that big old. It's a ground cover actually. It's a beautiful ground cover bush, but we've been training it into a tree, and that thing is blue. It's all bloomed again. It's real nice and pretty. It's full, and we have it propped up. We kind of shaped it a little more. It's looking pretty. It's looking nice. My primrose is, I don't know what happened to it. It kind of, I don't know. We cut it all down, and in hopes of it reviving itself again. It's still being watered, but everything else is doing pretty good. I think I tried to trim down some agave yesterday, and boy, one of those things are so darn sharp at the tips. Oh my God, it's like needle sharp. I got poked in the finger, and that 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 thing went in deep, and boy, it was stinging like all the way to the bone. That plus my cat was right there, and then he was like all trying to rub up against it. And I'm like, "You're gonna poke your eye out," and he's just like approaching it, and he's all like rubbing it in his face. I'm like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, don't you know there's freaking needles on that thing? So, hey Raymond, how you doing? How's Norma? I remembered her name today. Wow. so, so every once in a while I forget. How you doing, Rashid? Good to see you. Yeah, the wasps, they're not fun. Rashid says, Raven says hello. Rashid says hi to Susie and Raymond. Raven says hi, Rashid. Look out for the wasps. Yeah. Shoot, this was years back. I was trimming the oleanders with the hedge trimmer. It's you guys know what the hedge trimmer is. It's a long bar with rotating blades. They're actually vibrating. They kind of just go back and forth. But I was just all trimming them real nice, all happy, and I kind of I grabbed the hand shears, and I started to cut a few, and my hand brushed in there, and boom, one of them got me right on the finger, and like I didn't even see it. Like it didn't fly away or didn't show me where it was at. But it's one of them got me. And that kind of sting is it goes straight to the bone, like I was just explaining about the cactus needles. This is an agave plant, and so it has these real thick kind of leaves. They're really hard and thick, very very dense, and they grow kind of like the head of a pineapple almost. Um, but they grow out, and the tips are so sharp. Like you could probably utilize that to sew with, or make a puncture in the skin if you needed to make punctures into maybe material. Those things are like very sharp. Oh my gosh. Oh God, they hurt too. Anyways, yeah, the darn wasp got me. Yeah, I mowed the grass like 3 days ago with the weeder, and that came out real nice. I'm trying to keep it thick, so I have to trim it more often, and it's been too hot to do a lot. I'm gonna try in a couple of days. We'll see if I can get to it early. I'll get to it early, and we'll do another live in the garden with that because that's fun. Throw on the garden boots and have at it. It doesn't. It literally takes me like maybe 15 minutes to do it all and blow it all down. But I pulled out some more weeds out of the garden. I decided I'm gonna let that one plant grow, that ground cover, which is called a sand plant something. It's a ground cover. I said it was kind of poisonous to people. I mean, if you get it's if you cut it, it secretes this milky liquid, and if that gets on your skin, they said it's equal to like latex or something. So if you're not if you're allergic to latex or any kind of that type of whatever that type of product, I don't know. But it can irritate the skin. So, but it does have medicinal purposes, from what I read. So, not too bad. And it's a pretty ground cover, and it shields the sun. It handles the heat very well, and it kind of looks nice. You can shape it also. It's growing in other parts. I'm just gonna let it spread out, and when it seeds, hopefully it'll seed. And I'm gonna try to like get that area all green because it'll cool off that corner too. I think the natural green, any kind of natural earth growing, will help cool the ground down. Because I mean, there's a huge difference if you walk in a field of grass than a field of rocks, right? So you can tell. It's not rocket science. So how you guys been? How's everybody doing over there? I just woke up a little bit ago. I was up till almost 5 again this morning. Has anybody been watching those videos with Nathaniel Gillis? I'm just my thirst is my thirst for knowledge right now in regards to these new theories, which are very interesting. So I think I'm down to like the 12th interview in his playlist. There's like over 100. I'm like, gosh, most of the videos he does relay the same research, but in specific, every other one or something's I'll get new. You can get new information, something new, something different, and it's just crazy. It's really crazy because the reason why I'm really looking into all that stuff is because of my history, my history, my family's history goes back to my mother and grandmother. So there's a lot of explanations or from through research through certain avenues of sorcery. There's a lot of explanations about what's going on, and it gives you an idea of what's happening. Not that you have to believe it, but it certainly is another angle of thinking. And of course, the research and history doesn't lie. I'm talking about long history, like you're not just dealing with American history. You're going to like other countries and digging through the history from there, from all parts of the world. So a lot of the history that we have been taught here has been perverted or whatever. Not perverted, but it's been twisted and cut up and regurgitated into a lot of different things. So it's hard to get like the true stuff from here, unless you know a historian that actually has some really old documents and you can see it for yourself, written by the person, you know, uh, through history, like old stuff, not stuff that's modern. So, Rashad, you said that you woke up sometime in the night and watched Bigfoot Dwarf, and you fell asleep. Yeah. Yeah, when I was on real late watching these videos, I saw he went on. He was just talking about crime around his area and speed chases and missing people, and he was talking about some people going missing in the LA mountains, and then he was asking about the LA fires, that there's not really any kind of recap in regards to the victims. So that's about as much as I absorbed from his live. But I took some time off because I was editing and I was working on my channel. So I was listening to his live, and then that was my break. So I don't know, that was probably a good maybe 30 minutes of his live that I tuned into, and you fell asleep, huh? Yeah, I was up late. I usually stay up till about 4 in the morning, and I haven't gamed or anything. I've been actually listening to the research of Mr. Gillis here, and it's very interesting because I go to bed and I kind of I think back about to all the things that I have experienced, and I was always told, how do you know that it's what you saw? It's what you believe you saw. And now I'm understanding the whole reasoning behind questioning what you see. And I've learned from someone a long time ago to believe half of what you see, nothing of what you hear, kind of thing. But I think that's just as far as living around people, like being street smart. I think that's kind of a street smart type of wisdom, because that's definitely something I learned before I heard that phrase growing up on the streets as a teenager. So that's something you learn really fast, that people will tell you anything to get what they want. Or to get you to do what they want you to do. So young people are very naive, and you tend to believe all the adults because I grew up, being told that the adults were your protectors, and they were the people, your mentors, and to trust all of them. But that's not the case. That's a deception. And hopefully now in modern times, they're not teaching, you're not teaching your kids to just trust everybody. And it's even family too. It goes into families too. Family members can't be trusted either. So it comes down to discernment and not being afraid to say no, and not being afraid to punch somebody in the balls. Or, you know what I mean? Stand up for yourself. You might be a kid, but don't put up with it. You might get a beating, but, stand your ground. That's all I can say. So, the beating is better than one time getting it than getting it for the 13 years that you'll be putting up with it. As long as you fight back, they might not push so hard anymore. They might just say that this kid has some balls, kind of respect that kid, especially if they're trying to do something stupid. So yeah, that's just what I gotta say about that. You commented a few times and then fell asleep during the live. John P, brother, how you doing? John P says, Rashad and Raymond, honey John from Rashad. So yeah, I'm learning that from Mr. Gillis's research that there's a huge deception going on right now. Huge. He talks about the orbs and the UFOs. He talked about Bigfoot in some more of the other interviews I caught up with. And he was talking about when you see an orb, there's usually a Bigfoot around. If you see Dogman running alongside your car and he's keeping up with you at 50 miles an hour, but when you look down at his legs, if you think to, if you're not crapping your pants because this is something not normal, pay attention to these things. Look at the legs. Is he hovering or is he actually running? When you see Bigfoot in the forest, is he hovering or is he actually running when you see his shadow or whatever, if you see him? If he's hovering and Dogman's hovering, this is not their true thing. These are little things you got to pay attention to. If you see a UFO, is there an orb nearby? The orbs have a huge thing. It's like going to the local Best Buy store, electronic store, and buying a projector. A projector projects an image, right? Well, guess what these orbs are doing? They're projecting images. So according to the research, whenever Bigfoot is present, Dogman, UFO, there's probably an orb around. If there is an orb around, something weird is going to happen. So these things are projecting the image that's in your mind that you're meddling with, that you're believing in, and it's going to show you what you want to see. So just keep that in mind. And if it's not stuff, if it doesn't resonate with you, I totally get it. But I'm a stubborn person. It took me. You guys remember the D-Man, my brother. He was always telling me, why do you think it's this, or why do you think it's that? Why are you so stubborn? Why do you just insist on sticking to the beliefs that you've been trained to believe? And I didn't quite understand what he was saying as far as I didn't understand why he was so aggressive, right? So, and people took it the wrong way. Oh yeah, we got in a lot of yelling matches, but it was because he was trying to break my, what do they call that, dogma? He was trying to break through my my beliefs, which it took a while, but he finally got through because he was right all along. He was right. So there's a lot of things that you have to take into consideration when you're seeing these things. I'm talking about not just Bigfoot, angels. I'm talking about angels. I'm talking about the Mother Mary. I'm talking about Jesus himself. Whatever you're worshiping or that you're praying to or whatever it is, saints, the appearances of Mother Mary at the holy site. You got to think. Okay, so did somebody build her an altar right there? I think pretty darn sure they did. This thing wants to be worshipped, and it'll also masquerade as the devil. My mother's seen the devil in the church, and now that I think about it, my mother, growing up with my mother, she had a lot of saints, right? She worshipped a lot of saints, and of course she believed in the devil. So now that I'm thinking about it, to me, that was her. Her view of what the devil looked like. That's why whatever appeared to her in the church to try to do whatever it did to her, to make her pass out, to maybe possibly take over her body, because this is what we thought. Honestly, this is what we thought it was trying to do to her. This was her view of what the devil looked like. So the first thing that she had fear of was the devil, right? That's what you're trained to do when you're a Catholic. So not ghost orbs, but airship orbs. Okay. Yeah, that's something different, totally different. Just think about what you're really seeing. If you're seeing an orb, and you then all of a sudden Bigfoot comes down, or Bigfoot's there, the dog man or whatever other creature, the freaking I'm talking even down to the reptilians. All this stuff, guys. Look at. Okay, did anybody ever know what a Bigfoot was, or reptilian, or a dog man before seeing all the pictures of it on social media and all of that? Did anybody really know what they really looked like? I mean, I grew up and I knew what the first monster I really saw was, as far as kind of scary, was the Dracula, and that was like the first monster I seen. But Dracula has been so what is that called? Uh, they make Dracula look romantic in movies, right? It's always a love story. But these other things you see on TV, the aliens, I mean, the way that they look, when people get abducted, what are they seeing? They're seeing everything that you see in books and movies and everything. He talks about the alien that Aleister Crowley was communicating with also, and he has a funny name, Lamb or whatever. And when I was talking in the last live about the scientists opening up that using the mirror to scry in, which ultimately was pretty much a portal. This was through sorcery. So, anyways, people are describing some of the aliens that actually are looking like a lamb. So I believe lamb is another one of those things that are a trickster wanting to be worshipped. So there's probably a whole cult about lamb. You got it's so deep. So anyways, going back to the church where my mother said she saw a devil. Um, I think now that I think about it, that was her perception of the probably the biggest thing that she feared. And what did it do? It ripped this image out of her head and became that. Because it doesn't make sense that a man with red skin, thick hair. I mean, I know that there's bad things. Believe me, don't get me wrong. In this research, he says that there's still evil. There is still evil out there, but whatever is masquerading as evil is far worse than the evil itself. So he said the evil, like the normal evil, you can expel with the cross, certain prayers out of the Bible with holy water. But this thing, none of that stuff works on, and it will look like a demon or whatever, but this stuff will not work on it. So, just in all my research and all my past and all my stuff, I've just been kind of doing a double take and rewinding everything and slowly breaking it all down. Because now that I have a new angle of looking at things, it actually makes more sense. So it gives me a little bit more to work with, and I've had people tell me, "Oh, I dreamt of Jesus," and I was like, "Wow!" It changed their whole life, and they became like the holiest of holy, right? And I get it. You feel like you've been touched by the man himself, okay? But you're still sick, and you're still worried, and you're still in a place where a place kind of, a weird place. Shouldn't that do just the opposite, you would think? So these things are deceivers. So they'll take any images out of your head and they will use them against you to get what they need. So I'm understanding that better and better now. So just be careful what you're putting a lot of your energy into. and what you're really obsessing on. Because I was there, I admit it. I obsessed with Bigfoot. I obsessed with all these supernatural things. I was obsessed with it all, especially Bigfoot, only because I was dreaming about it. And what I came to understand is it was a plant. It was a plant to throw me into that whole sci-fi realm, and to give energy to it, because literally that's all I wanted to do is eat, sleep, and breathe Bigfoot. And that's how I felt. It was an obsession, and I finally broke free from that. Just like drinking for a year because of what happened in my apartment, trying to drown out feeling, having those feelings or sensations, whatever. I didn't drink because I wanted to. I drank because I had to. So, that's something I broke away from, because I said enough is enough. So just like the whole Bigfoot thing, enough is enough. You'll see there won't be any more Bigfoot on my channel. That's just something that how I feel. It's something false. It's not real. And I'm just going to come out and say it. I don't believe in it. It's something that it's not gonna I just don't want to be part of that. I'm not going to let it deceive me. And so that's just how I feel. How you doing, Scully? When I was a kid, my uncle saw Bigfoot. He spent his remind of his life going back to the same spot as to see it again. Oh, the remains of his. Yes, you get obsessed. I got obsessed. I'm not saying that this is bad for anybody else that's doing it. You won't see it. You won't see it until you step outside of yourself. Not literally. Step outside and take a close look at how much time you're spending on it. Take a step outside yourself and look to see how much you go into nature and not actually look at the trees, and not actually smell the pine, not actually pick up a pine cone and feel it and feel the texture, not actually pay attention to what's growing there, because you're too busy looking for Bigfoot. Now, does this take us away from nature? Yeah, I think it does. It takes us out into nature, but are we paying attention to it? Not really. I never did. I don't know if you're doing this, but I can be honest and say that I've done it. I'm not ashamed to say that I made a mistake, or I was led astray or whatever. So it's not hard, and there's nothing to be ashamed about. It's just, to me, it became unhealthy because I lost focus of why I really love nature, because I am a huge, passionate nature lover. And when I go out into nature and I don't actually stand there to look at a flower or to pay attention to the insects or a ladybug or a butterfly, because I'm too busy hoping to find Bigfoot, you got to see it. You got to stand outside yourself to see that. But if you're a nature person, I don't know. Hey, Nez, how you doing? Good to see you. Long time no see, Miss Nez. Are you still painting? I don't see anything from your channel anymore. Taking a hiatus. Anyways, good to see you. Hopefully you and your family are doing good. So yeah, I'm just I had to go and redo my whole life again. Reevaluate. Like I said, I had to go and deconstruct all of my my experiences, my supposed abductions that I called abductions because Ancient Aliens says they were, because social media says it was, because the movies, the latest movies says it was, and their explanation of it. There actually is no explanation. It's just the abduction, and it's just the fear behind it. So it's actually not a good thing, but it's not exactly what we think from the research I've been following, and that's just my opinion. So I did give you guys all the information to go check for yourself to see this new research that's coming out. This is modern research. This is modern, updated research. It's not old stuff. It's not outdated stuff that someone just keeps regurgitating and forgets to update it. It's nothing like that. It's actual modern information from the research. It's good to see you, Nez. She's saying hello to everybody. Hello, Rashid and Raymond from Miss Nez. Hey, Nez, love from Rashid. Missed you. Was taking a break, recovering from much. Oh, that's good. I'm glad. I'm glad you're back. Good to see you. You got a pet portrait to work on? Yeah, actually, I just got. I was just asked by a friend of mine to start a project, so I might do that on a live here pretty soon. I got to put together something else, a drawing or whatever. I'll probably work on that soon. But I might do a digital one. I'm gonna try doing a digital one and see if see how I feel about it if it comes out. Like instantly when they asked me, like an image popped in my head, so I'm gonna try to work with that. That's very rare. So it's very rare. Like I can sit in front of a canvas and my mind goes blank. I have nothing. I have nothing. So. Ness says, good to see you all too. Good, still want to stream with you. Oh yeah, with art, painting, sure. Yeah, I'll still paint. We can still do painting together. I need to pull out my oils, Ness. I have oils, and I keep saying I want to use them, and I love how they flow. But the only thing about using oils is using the turpentine. But I mean, I have ventilation. I just I don't know. I'd probably use acrylic. See, I'm so bad. I can't make a decision. Can't make a decision when it comes to that. It's I'm just gonna do it. Do what you're scared of. That's that's my advice, and I should take my own advice. But yeah, I need to get those. They're just like small tubes of oil. My hubby bought me. I should use them before they go bad, actually. Paint actually will dry in the containers that they're in. So you have to like go in there and shake them every now and then to keep them fresh from clumping and all that stuff. But anyways, yeah, back to the church with my mother. I was thinking that whatever this thing was, it probably had nothing to do with the devil at all. If in fact the church is holy, because like I said, what expels the demons that we all hear on TV and everywhere else? Holy water and the cross, right? And this thing was sitting on the freaking pew in the freaking church, looking like the devil, right? So now it makes sense to me, because if whatever is masquerading as all of these deities and all these things, God, Jesus, Mother Mary, aliens, Bigfoot, the dog man, all of this stuff, it's there's something going on here that's a lot more ancient, like Dr. Gillis, Mr. Gillis says. This is ancient stuff, guys. So this is stuff that you don't want to mess with, because once you do start worshiping it, it's gonna. What does an altar require once you build it? It requires sacrifice. So, and I think that honestly, the Aztecs were tricked into building the darn pyramid for this thing that was probably around then. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it now. And he probably presented itself to the people as the God that the image of God they had in their mind. Not very hard to do, especially with the power of manipulating time, space, and matter. Okay, so it made it easy for him. So he appeared as whatever they, their idea of God. And so, okay, if your God appeared to you in front of you right there, wouldn't you bow down and wouldn't you say, "Oh yeah, I'll do whatever you say"? I'm sure a bunch of people won't admit it, but that they'll end up doing that. I probably would have done it before knowing all this, honestly. But I think that the Aztecs, honestly, if you go back into history and knowing this stuff and knowing the rise and fall of empires and all this stuff and the people that built these towers and all this stuff to get higher to the god, pay attention to that stuff. Why weren't they building that? Anyways, I don't know about all of it. I'm just throwing a little bit of that stuff out, especially with the Aztecs, because I'm Aztec. But I think that the people were deceived, and look what they were doing. They had an altar at the top of this freaking pyramid, and they were ripping the hearts out of people. I don't know what they were doing with the blood. There's really no there's that's just from movies and stuff that the writers write in, and they got to get their history from somewhere, right? And of course they twist it a little bit to throw the drama in there. Some people actually pay the $12 to go see it. You know, people love to pay for drama. But anyways, I think they were deceived. I honestly think it wasn't a god, and whatever they carved, whatever that thing was that appeared to them, that's what it looked like to them. But this thing has worn many faces throughout time. So that's what I'm just saying. I'm just reevaluating my life, my experiences, my family history of what's been going on, because it didn't start with me. It started with my grandmother, and so it's not. It's just something that I have that I think about. Hey Mar, how are you doing? Use the odorless mineral spirits. Mineral spirits works too. It's like a turpentine. Oh, that's a great advice, Nez. I'll look into that. Let me write that down. Mineral spirits. So yeah, odorless. How you doing, Mar? Good to see you. John P says, Nez. So yeah, just be careful what you're doing, how much energy you're putting into this stuff, and you're going to put energy into it, you're going to see it. Right? People say, oh, I've gone my whole life and I haven't seen it. Or they probably haven't really dedicated their life to like how some of us do when we get into like Bigfoot, Dogman, the cryptid community. This is, you know, look what I did on my channel. It was Bigfoot everywhere. I started buying Bigfoot. I started painting Bigfoot. What is that? That's pretty much worshiping. So I actually threw away everything that I have of Bigfoot. I threw it all away. That painting, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I might just throw that away or give it away. I don't know. But honestly, I feel kind of pissed off about the deception. So I'm really feeling it now, and I'm just not. You know, I don't hate the idea of Bigfoot. I hate being deceived. That's what I dislike right there. I don't like something reaching into my mind and pulling an image out of it because I've seen it. Actually, the whole time that I actually the time period that I had the dream, I had never even thought to go in the direction of Bigfoot. Never even had an interest, nothing until those dreams. And that's what sucked me into the cryptid community. So I had other things going on. I actually had other things, but I had let all that stuff go. I didn't actually go diving into it too much because you can go to so many psychics where they kind of start telling you, you know, stuff that's even more far out. And you're just like, okay, I even have gone to channelers. I've been regressed. So I went down all those avenues that the cryptid community pulls you into, right? So it's a big moneymaker for all those people, which is fine. But you're still left with really no answers, and that's what happened. So just keep that in mind. You can do all this stuff, and you'll be led to believe all this stuff. Well, now that I know I went to a couple psychics, some channelers, regression, And it's all the same thing. It's all something wearing a mask to suit the situation. So that's what it boils down to. Now my interest is what kind of arsenal do I need to build to protect myself? It's like religion. Yeah, everything in religion. I'm not saying religion isn't real. I'm just saying this thing that's far more sinister than the devil himself will use the face of the devil to trick you, or an angel, or Mother Mary, or Jesus, or whatever, in your dreams, right in front of you. How do you know if that's real? Do you actually, will you be in the mood, or will you be standing your ground enough to actually question if that's really Jesus standing in front of you? Could you do it? Could I do it now? Oh, yeah. Before? No, I don't think so. I mean, I know his story, but I don't worship him. Okay, I don't worship anything. Not since my mother told me about that thing that happened to her in the church. And I'm kind of glad for that reason, that purpose right there. Um, but I'm not saying I don't believe in him. I know he existed. I mean, I don't have any proof, but a book says he existed. But anyways, if he stood in front of me, I'd probably laugh in his face, because he's not coming back. When people die, they die. So I don't get that. I'm even starting to question, seeing loved ones that have passed, because I don't know. It's there's a fine line between that kind of stuff, really fine. Not truly expelling all that yet, but the other stuff, the cryptid stuff for sure. But he actually explains, like, I was talking on the last live about the sigils that were found on the remote viewer's body after remote viewing his supposed guides that he gets his information from, and his advice, or whatever he pulls from them. And he came back because they showed him what they really were. They weren't his guides anymore. They were masquerading as his guides. This is in the astral realm, right? When you do or whatever realm you go to, whatever coordinates you go to, whatever he was remote viewing, meditating, remote viewing, two different things, but it was something similar to remote viewing. Anyways, he came back, and he had sigils on his chest, and I can only remember one at the time. But when I was watching more of his research, he said one of the sigils was Egyptian, the other one was the Star of David, and the other one was the cross that came burning through the skin of this man. And so I was like, well, the cross is a powerful symbol, right? So would the Star of David be, I would think. But anyways, that came burning through his skin. So I've just been thinking about a lot of things now. So if you guys have seen the movie The Matrix, when Neo is in there and he's doing all these crazy things, you're not gonna try to summon any UFOs if they come. I'll keep my positiveness, right? Just just be careful what you're seeing, brother. I'm not telling anybody that this is how you're supposed to think. I'm just expressing how I feel now, and how I feel about things. I'm not trying to say that you're in danger or anything, but just be careful what you see, who you listen to. This guy. How did I stumble upon this man? I've always wanted to know the answers about Bigfoot. Of course, I left the whole community because something left a bad taste in my mouth, and I was being gaslighted. And a lot of people are being gaslighted in there, and it's a shame. But whatever, you got to figure it out for yourself. I can't grab you all by your hands and say, "Come here, get out of there," like kids. You're all adults, whatever. But just be careful what you're seeing, who you're listening to. Look to see how much time they spend on this, right? They turn this into a life thing. Uh, yeah, yeah. And mushrooms. Yeah, that doesn't help either. Um, you know, when you're young, you're supposed to get all that crap out of your system. I'm not saying to go do it. I'm not saying this is a good thing. Don't do it. But this is what you should do. All your experimentation in the beginning of your life, and then by the time you're an adult, by the time you should by your mid 20s, by your late 20s, even into your 30s, you should have already experienced so much in your life that you're like, uh, you're pretty bored now, and you're pretty getting into where you want your own place, or you want to be more adventurous. You want to travel. You want to learn culture. You want to learn, things that are important. Just live. You want a better way of living. So some people do everything backwards. They go have a family first, then they want to party while they're having a family. Life doesn't. That's so unbalanced. And if you've done that, then that's you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I have a lot of family members that have done that. It's just ridiculous. And you tell them, you try to give good advice and say, don't have kids till you're going to want to party. You're too young. You think you know what love is. You don't. You have no clue what love is. We didn't grow up in a loving family. So we didn't grow up hugging or saying we love each other. We didn't have that. My mother was always gone. My father was always gone. And we were just thrown to the older siblings to take care of us. And half the time they were too busy with their boyfriends, right? So we pretty much were just alone as really young kids. So, but the advice to kids, they won't take it because they know everything. So I forgot what my point was. Anyways, just be careful what you put your energy into. And I'm not trying to talk new age either. I'm saying, go enjoy nature and enjoy, smell the forest, smell it, touch it, take pictures of it and talk to it. Just don't go waste your time out there looking for stuff that can never be filmed or captured on camera, or I don't know, stuff that's in your head. I don't know. I can't explain it anymore because it just sounds like I'm trying to take something away from you. And I really don't want to. I'm not trying to. I'm just saying, for me, I wish I would have known this 2 years ago. So, you heard of Father Pew? Yeah. No, I haven't heard of Father Pew. I don't follow religion, John P. Uh, I always thought that the Book of Truth is not written. So, in my research, I've heard it. You've heard of the information superhighway, right? It's not written. It's just there. It's there. It's there. It's there in the air. Whatever. Look how Tesla was accessing his information. But was he accessing it from a book? And then just stumbling across another video, someone said that it was like a short, or I don't know, one of those shorts. Someone said that they don't believe he was even real. There's never really any pictures of him other than sitting in front of the copper coil. And he never really had any people he talked to. He never had a family, according to history. So I don't know. But from my knowledge of Tesla, I know that his ideas just came out of, we call them downloads, right? So what's downloading this information to us? That's another thing. We're like babies. We're still like babies. Even in 50 and 60 years old, we're still like babies. were as sensitive and as naive as a baby. Or what's another word for it? You're having fish fillets with chips and rice? Oh, yum! I had some lamb this morning. I made lamb on the grill yesterday. And what did I have with it? I had Spanish rice with it and some asparagus. And I had a big, nice piece left over. And that's what I ate this morning with an egg, an over easy egg, and some potatoes that I made. Really good. Mike! How you doing, Mike? With his Mike emoji. So yeah, that's just what I've I just wanted to do this live and see if anybody else had gone to the channel and if they had some input. What do you feel? How do you feel about this guy? What do you think? I'm just careful who I listen to nowadays, and it just explain the research helps me understand a lot of our family history. So it's just another view. It's actual research. It's actual history. It's antiquity. Anyways, there's a lot of communities that are going to hate his research because they want to believe what they want to believe, and I get it. I get it. It's hard to. You're stubborn. You're going to be stubborn. I was there. It's like breaking a wild horse. It takes a while, right? I've seen how hard it is to break a wild horse. It's not easy. My wife just got there. You have to go to 3 places. First 2 were closed. Uh-oh. John P., you on the road right now? You're out driving around? Living the dream. Mike! Hopefully you didn't have too much damage from all the hail. I've never the first time I saw a really violent, intense hailstorm was when we moved to Arizona, and we lived in a brick house. Right, this was a slum. This was a slum. We came from a 3-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom, a den house with a garage with a nice washroom, with a little cellar. A nice yard. I mean, beautiful, to this freaking crap brick home in Arizona. The stupid realtor really took my mom for all she had. Anyways, that place, when we had a hailstorm there, I was like, what the heck? I've never seen. The balls were just a little smaller than golf balls and smaller. Not to be too exaggerating about it, but we had the trees that my mom planted. She always plants trees. She loves to plant trees. And the freaking hail shredded the trees. It shredded through the what are those? The window screens. Tore right through them. Tore annihilated the screens. Just shredded every green living thing in the yard. It was crazy. They were coming down so fast and so hard. It was shredding everything, cutting through, just destroying everything. It was really crazy. I mean, we lived in a brick house, so it didn't hurt the house, but it shredded all of the window screens. Rochelle says, howdy, Mike. John P. says, Mike. We have full coverage on everything. Yeah, I don't honestly remember what my parents did. I was a teenager, so that wasn't my problem. So I never asked about that kind of stuff, their finances, the bills, although I did contribute to the bills. But I never asked them about all that stuff, so I don't know. But I just know that was a scary hailstorm. I've never seen one after that, anything like that. that was kind of scary because I was actually scared to go outside. You get hit, and that thing could probably penetrate your darn your skull. How fast they were coming down. So yeah, you've been sick in your belly. What you try eating some kimchi, John P. What do you need some kimchi? You like kimchi? Fermented cabbage? You have a lot of belly problems, I noticed. Yeah, I try to eat kimchi. I try to eat 2 jars of that at least within a 6-month period. I don't know. That helps my. I don't have. The only thing that hurts my belly is that like milk, stuff like that. That's what ours did. It shredded all your plants. Oh, your windowsills, huh? Your window screens. Excuse me. Yeah, I haven't seen a hailstorm like that since. I mean, seriously, golf ball and down size. That was scary. Like I was like, my eyes all wide, staring out the window at it annihilating. You just saw shreds of leaves all over the place. It literally shredded every. We had a mulberry tree outside our window, and that thing was young, and it balded that tree. Every tree was balded, just completely stripped of everything. There was like barely any remnants of anything, leaves left. If they were shredded big time. And it was after that hailstorm that my father built a kind of an awning over that area. And over the windows, he built from the backyard to the side of the house where the dining room was at. But the other side, he didn't build anything. That was crazy. I could imagine. I've never really experienced a tornado, though. You get an occasional dust devil out in the desert. Don't know if it's true, but they claim goat's milk is good for you if you have stomach problems. Yeah, it's worth looking into. John P says, "Nice, Roger." Yeah, kimchi. I didn't even know what kimchi was till when I lived in Idaho and I worked for a Korean woman, and she used to send me to the store to get Korean the kimchi all the time, and I was like, "What is this? What is this?" Her name was Jackie. Jackie. She was like another mother of mine. I always call these women mom. Anyways, she said it's good for your stomach. And I'm like, oh, and she made me a dish, and she put it in there, and she goes, you eat it. I'm like, okay. And I actually liked it. I thought, just listening to what it is, fermented cabbage. And you actually see it bubbling in the container on the shelf in the store, and you're like, oh. You're taught not to eat that kind of stuff, right? It's rotten. But there's no mold in it. But it's good. I have some in my fridge. What's left of it? It's a little bit left. Hey, brother Dan, how you doing? Good to see you, Master Shredder. Good to see you, brother Dan. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for sharing. I'll go to your channel and find one of your masterpieces and shred that for you, and I'll share that for you. I'll share that. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of research lately, and there's a lot of things that I'm trying to get answers. Not trying to get answers to. I'm trying to understand. So that's been taking up a lot of my time. Literally, I was up to almost 5 this morning researching. So I haven't been able to get around to many channels lately. I haven't even had time to play games. So I've really been diving into this stuff, and when I get to research, I can go hours and hours. My hubby goes, "You need to get up. You need to go walk around." So I'm just, I put a lot of energy into it because that's the best time to absorb something. I think is when you're passionate about it. So that's what I've been doing lately. So I apologize if I haven't come to any of your channels and left comments or anything, but it's because I've been busy researching. John P says, Dan, how's it going? From Brother Dan to John P to Brother John P. WTF Mike, respect from Brother Dan. Rashid says, hey Dan. God bless you, Roger, from Brother Dan. Love you too, Dan. Thank you. John P, bless you. Sister, just drop zone of my live stream if you can. Drop the what? You want the link in the chat? Type in what is it, guys? God, I forgot. My channel. Type in my channel. It'll show your channel link. Is that what you want? It's okay, sister. You gotta do you. Yeah. There's before I entered before I walked away, after I walked away from the cryptid community, I was into a lot of things before, while looking for answers in the cryptid community. So yeah, there's still a lot of things that I'm searching. I'm seeking answers to a lot of things. But and I wasn't even really looking for that channel. It just kind of appeared. So, which is kind of nice, because apparently he's been on hundreds of other channels doing interviews for the past 6-7 months, and I'm barely finding him now, right? So I thought it was a great chance to put my energy into that. But I'm actually almost my bucket feels like it's, I can only do stuff for so long till I just got to walk away from it, because it'll definitely twist the way you look at reality, beliefs, things like that. I don't know. That's just how I feel. Just drop zone of my live stream. Oh, drop in on your live stream. Oh, okay. I think that's what he wanted to say. You got it, Brother Dan. I will drop in on your live stream. So, yeah, I just wanted to know if anybody had gone and checked it out. If they wanted to talk about it, I'll put the link in the chat if you want to come up on the panel and talk about it. But here, I'll do that now. My hubby's away doing this freaking. Does anybody have emissions that they got to do in their car? I know the state of Arizona. It depends what county you're in, because the county that I lived in while living in Kingman, they don't require emissions there ever. And I thought that was interesting. When I moved over here to this county, it's a yearly thing now. So he went and what we didn't pass our emissions because I don't drive my car enough. So, and you have to drive through a whole full tank of gas. Well, my car takes the full tank of gas will take you 600 to 800 miles. So my hubby goes, I just filled the tank. I'm not gonna go drive 800 miles. But anyways, he took the car to go to emissions. So if anybody wants to come up on the panel, I'll probably close it down when he gets home. Hey, Scully Pop. Hey, Gate Smasher. Good day, Sue. That's life, always looking for answers. And where did I put those keys? Oh, my God. The keys. I made a special... That's the worst feeling ever, especially if somebody calls you and you need to leave in an emergency and you can't find your freaking keys. You literally want to just tear your house inside out. That's the worst feeling ever. I learned how to sew those little square boxes. A catch-all, right? A catch-all. And I put a catch-all right coming in from the garage into to the dining room into the house, and put a catch-all right there. The keys immediately go in there. They don't go anywhere else. Not by the bed, not at the bathroom, not in the laundry room, not in your office, not in the pockets of your jacket, on the chair, the recliner, or the couch. Right in the catch-all. Get one of those. It helps. Get a bowl. Get a fancy bowl. Go splurge. Get something velvety and beautiful, or not. Use a sock. I don't know. Use a hat. Get a catch-all. That helps so much. Put some hooks right there when you come inside so you can hang stuff. Scully says, "Hey, bro, John." The chronic gastritis. Scully brother, thanks for the comment. Scully says, "Tingles, thanks, my brother." Yeah, that is such a scam. States wanted permits for this or that. I know. They want freaking they want to charge you for every single. I'm surprised we don't get charged for farting. Jeez, I mean, gosh, it's just so ridiculous. Seriously, like if you break down how many things they charge you for just to own a car, plus you got to keep the maintenance up in the car, the tires, the oil change, whatever, paint job. I don't know if you even care about that, but all the little things, the car washes and maintenance, and now you got to pay registration and the tag fees and the licensing fees and how many other darn fees. I don't know how many. There's so many. I'm like, this is, every time I hear about it, like something like in the back of my head says, this is such BS, and I don't even know why. I just know that it's not right. It just doesn't feel right. Not that I don't want to pay it. We pay it, but it just something is just like, that's just BS. You're being ripped off. What can we do about it? I don't know. Stress flares you up? Yeah, stress. My catch-all must have caught everything because it's full. My smokes and I don't rest enough. Yeah, I didn't get a lot of rest. Shoot, I freaking went to bed about 4, a little after 4, and I woke up at 6. And I'm like, what the heck? I woke wide awake, and I'm like, this is. I think it's because what I've been researching, because I'm still thinking about it. I'm still trying to unwrap all of it, and I mean, it's not complicated. I'm just with that knowledge, I'm going back and reevaluating my whole life again. So I said that when I walked into the cryptid community. Oh, I've got to reevaluate my whole life, from all the hoopla coming out of there, and now I got to reevaluate my whole life again, to separate the beliefs that I learned in the cryptid community to this new understanding, this new research. So that's what my mind's been dealing with lately. And fight of course. What? Food. Yeah. John P. When I was looking into like blood or type blood, I got drawn towards something called Eat Right for Your Type, and they sell a specific book for your blood type. Like my blood type, I shouldn't be eating a lot of tomatoes. I shouldn't be eating anything out of the what is it? Darn it. The family of eggplant, tomatoes, and I think mushrooms. What's it called? Darn it. Can't remember. I have to go find that book. um, what is it called? I'll have to think about it. Anyways, if I put a lot of that stuff in my belly, it flares up. So I like spaghetti a lot, and I like pizza, but I can't eat that as much as I used to or wanted to. Now I can't. The tomato mainly. I think it's cooked tomato too. I don't know about raw. I know anything raw is good for you, but the tomato is my number one. The thing that's so high in acidity, according to the acids in my belly, because of my blood type, it makes me swell up, right? It causes problems. Yeah, Gatesmaster says, hope you feel well soon. Hey Mike, how's it going today with you from Gatesmasher? Scully Pop says, Mike, cool, moist and breezy. Tomato sandwiches. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. When we were young, my parents worked on a farm, right? They worked out in the fields. So at the end of the day, we would be excited because sometimes they'd come home with big boxes of a whole bunch of some kind of fruit or vegetable. Well, they came home one day with abundance in tomatoes. Oh my God. Being young, there's nothing else to do but sit around and eat, right? So we'd get those tomatoes. Oh, you could smell the vine on them too. They were so good. They're big. And we'd just cut into those babies, grab some salt, go outside, sit on a bench, sit in the grass, sit in a tree, whatever, wherever, the roof, and just pour some salt on those babies and probably eat like 15, 20 of those things. Because there was so many, and that was the best stuff. I think that was better than tomato sandwiches. I never had a tomato sandwich. We didn't eat like that. That's like a certain preference in families, I think, or something taught, because we never did the tomato sandwich. I could do like a just cheese and bread, mayo, but I never tried a tomato sandwich. But anyways, we used to eat tomatoes like that. They'd come home with like a big abundance of broccoli. Sometimes it was corn, artichokes. They brought artichokes one time. My sisters, they were like crazy. They went crazy. I mean, they were like eating those things like apples. Not literally, just they ate a lot of them. What else did they bring home? I think that was the thing that I remember. The artichokes, the tomatoes, the corn, broccoli. But that was the benefits of having parents working out in the fields. And my parents aren't illegal. They were born here. But they, they didn't have any kind of degrees. They were hard laborers. They were freaking workhorses, both of them. My mom was as strong as my dad was, as far as laboring. I mean, she couldn't do construction like he did, but she could sure as hell pick some darn cotton and tomatoes, jalapenos, whatever out of a field. She also worked in a walnut factory, packing walnuts. And she worked at the hospital after that as a dietitian in the kitchen. BJ, how you doing? I saw you in your pool while I was taking breaks from my researching early this morning. Everything was a sandwich material back in the day. I know. That wasn't BJ. I'm thinking of Wally. Sorry, not BJ. BJ wasn't in the pool. I think it was Wally. I just tried Duke's Mayo for the first time yesterday. Oh my God, it's so much better. Duke's Mayo? What's so different about it? We do the olive oil mayo. Fresh from field food. Mm, yes, right out of the field. Yeah, I guess before I was born, my mother. Well, actually, I was quite little. She actually took us all out to the fields where the tomatoes were at. I think she was trying to make a little extra. She was trying to do to us what her dad did to them growing up, where he went and had a bunch of kids, right? And he was using them as the laborers. But she tried to do that with us. And she put us all out in the. There was only four of us, but she put us all in the field, and she's like, okay, do 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 a good job, and we're like, what? And me, I was probably like, I don't know, 6, 7. What did I do? Just go and start eating them. Uh, I think my siblings ended up crying and complaining, and she's like, "Oh, screw this!" She just loaded us all up. I didn't even think we picked a box. Um, I don't remember us like we may have. I don't know. I don't think we stayed very long. I do remember the car, the field, and listening to my sister's whine, and me just being happy because there's something to eat. Uh, but yeah, that wasn't flying with us. We were like, nah. Don't get me wrong. I ended up being a workhorse myself growing up, but I was too young for that. I used to like Hellman's, John, until I tried Duke's. Well, I get in the pool. He was in the pool. Keith Smasher, hoorah! Try it once, Susie, and you'll see. I wrote it down. My hubby always go. He goes to this freaking store every day. I'm telling you, every single day. Um, so yeah, I'll put it on his list. I don't like vegan mayo. Have you tried that one, Mike? I was born in a cornfield. Oh gosh, I kind of miss the cornfields because where I used to live, we were in Central California, right in farm country. Of course, we lived in the city part, but we didn't have to drive very far to find a cornfield or a alfalfa field or a walnut orchard or a pistachio orchard or orange citrus orchard. They were everywhere, and they weren't very far from where we lived. You didn't have to drive far. But yeah, I miss seeing all that. So green, but there's a lot of moisture in that too. That type of environment. I don't miss that. The humidity comes with that. It's creamier. It's just right, the right amount of tang. Oh, it's got tang. Sold. We'll have to try that. No, John, never tried vegan anything. You kind of wonder uh, if that's just another deception for people to, you know, spend more money. It's already so expensive to buy organic. Where did I hear this shopping one time? Um, what was it, shopping or a blog or something? I remembered reading a comment someone said, "What do you mean it's organic? You're here to buy?" And he said, "Everything's organic." Like, okay, I guess it all boils down to what you're feeding your plants. So hopefully you're not feeding, rotting corpses to it. Does it matter? Do they filter it out still? I don't know. What was the only thing that survived after the what's it called? Chernobyl or whatever? The plants. So, I mean, I wouldn't go eat those plants, but it kind of makes you wonder what you could do to really feed your plants. I mean, but do you want to eat that? I don't think I would. I want to try this viral Japanese mayo. Oh gosh. I was made in a cabbage field. Dad thought I would make a lot of money. I did. My one brother was made in a bathroom. We know how that turned out. What the heck? Oh my god. Were you a Cabbage Patch Kid? Cupid mayo. I've never heard of it. Cupie. Coopy. Coopy mayo. Coopy. I had a dog named Coopy. No, it was Duke. Dookie. No, Deucey. God, what's wrong with me? Deucey was his name. Dookie. Vegan ribs are awesome. What is that? Oh, that made my chest hurt. I laughed so hard. My school when younger had cornfields. I loved it. I loved to run there. Yeah, they're fun, huh, John P? Except the soil is so darn soft. But they're fun. You walk in there and get lost. I've never done a corn maze either. I've always wanted to do one. Wanted to do one of those. We got Portuguese mail called Paladino. I like Hellman's better still, Hellman's. I'll look it up. John says, Mike. I was joking, says he. Oh, okay. Like the vegan ribs. I mean, you can make rice out of cauliflower. So I'm thinking there's probably something that looks like ribs made of mashed potatoes or something. I don't know. Vegans have ribs? Right? Yeah, so I just wanted to know if anybody wanted to talk about the research. God, you're still, why? It's taking forever. So I think Friday I'm working I'm making a new intro video for the channel. So I'm just changing a lot of things around. Oops, excuse me, on my channel, and I've been working also a lot on my channel while researching. So should be coming out with the video hopefully by Friday. Right now it's actually doing something weird to me right now. It's uploading. I got 2 short little videos that are literally like 6 seconds, and it's been taking 2 days for them to load because I chopped them up from a 1 hour clip video, and they're acting funny. I've shut the program down, saved it, restarted it, and it's still acting funny. So that's all I'm waiting for, but it should come out by Friday. Hey Darkfish, do you got a Waffle House by you? We have an IHOP. We may have a Waffle House. I know it's called Waffle House, right? I know we have an IHOP for sure. Ooh, what kind of waffles are you gonna entice me with? Chicken breast tonight, sauteed in mushrooms. Great. Oh my god, gravy and served over a bed of rice and steamed broccoli. My gosh. What the heck? I'm all appalled. I had some lamb. I had a lamb roast. I just finished it today. I cooked it yesterday. You guys have seen me cook that lamb on the grill. Ooh, my hubby got a nice sandwich. Close Waffle House is 3 miles. Yeah, ours is about. What is our IHOP? About 4 miles away, babe. Maybe 4 miles. Our IHOP. Remember, we used to go eat there. I don't like going out in public that much anymore. We went to a rib place. What was it? 3 weeks ago. Just a spur of the moment thing. Honestly, I don't like going in public anymore. I don't think there are any Waffle Houses in Arizona, so that's the gift card I'm gonna send you. No, I'm sure we do have a Waffle House. I'm sure we do. But I'll tell you right now. Bell Road, 7 miles away. Oh, sorry. Hey, this place has everything here. Just send me some seeds. Send me something I can throw in the yard. I'm you do whatever you want. I will. You can send me a banana tree seed. Something that won't grow here. I don't think there are any Waffle Houses in Arizona. Oh yeah, I already read that. Mike, send it to her COD. How much is that? How much is that? She can't spend. No, we do have a Waffle House here. It's 7 miles away. I watched a short recently, and it was a guy working in some kind of food industry. He was in the kitchen. What was he say? He said, "Don't be cheap. Pay your employees what they're worth, or you're gonna have trouble finding employees because they're not gonna stick around very long." But the way he said it, he was like building a sandwich, and he was like throwing I was he was talking. I was watching him make the sandwich, and my eyes was on the sandwich. He was dropping like pepperoncinis on it. They weren't even falling on the sandwich. I was like, this guy's employed. I was just laughing because I was watching him drop ingredients on the sandwich because he was talking at the camera, and he was giving advice to other employers about paying their employees, taking care of their employees. And he says, and if they have kids, send them home with a couple of things for their family. It won't hurt or nothing. And as he's doing that, he's sprinkling ingredients on this submarine sandwich. This sandwich in a hoagie bun, like a hoagie. And I'm just laughing. I'm laughing. I had to watch it a couple times to actually hear what he says. But I was, I was watching the sandwich. Ooh, you're going out to the pool for a meeting? Yeah. See, it's 99 degrees now. I think it was, what was it when I started the live? It was like 90 something, 94 or something. It's 99 now. Hasn't been that hot. So yeah, I that's your code word for meeting. I see. I see. What would you guys do if I got on camera looking like that after taking one of those meetings? You'd probably laugh at me. Anyways, I think I've only done it in the 2 years that I've actually been active on my channel. I've probably done it twice. I think. How about La Cerrita? just just make me go to Mexico, why don't you? I'm gonna look it up. La Careta. La Careta. Uh, let's see. La Careta de Lupi Mexican food. 2 miles away. There's one called La Carreta de Lili, and two of them, La Carreta de Lili. It's a Nierveria. Oh, it's an ice cream place. There's an ice cream one, and then there's a restaurant one. Oh, I wonder if that one's at the Ranch Market. They do that fancy ice cream. They put like a whole pineapple in there, cucumber, carrot, celery, strawberry, mango, apples, banana, all in a big old cup. Oh, I don't know what they did. They have pictures outside the establishment, and it has pictures of their cups um, just erupting with all these fruits. Ours is just la careta. Hello, oh my god, for real? It's Space the Ace? For real? Hello everyone from Face the Ace. John P. Brother says, hey Face. Mike says, Face. Laughing without you meeting. You have a good time. Okay, yours is just La Carreta. Yeah, we have two. We have a restaurant version and a ice cream version. A Nierveria is what it's called. So like you have a carniceria, a place that just sells all the nice meats. This one's nice ice cream. Howdy, Roger. Rashid from Face the Ace. Yeah, for real? When's your next live, Face? Chocolate pie with graham cracker crust with creams for dessert. Oh, my gosh. It's like the Gate Smashers restaurant. Chocolate pie? Oh my gosh. Jeez. I got that beautiful image in my head now. Yeah, you're gonna be surely hungry after your pool trip. Okay, La Careta gift card it is, because those are no relations to ours. You're such a brat. Hey, you traveled 80 miles. You had a chance to use your card. Don't tell me you forgot it when you and your wifey went to go buy some shoes. Don't tell me you forgot it. And according to my research, which was totally not correct, it showed that that place Bismarck or whatever was close by. So I was like, oh, that's not too far away. Believe me, I researched it, and it wasn't intentional to not be unusable. To be unusable. That wasn't my intentions. I wouldn't do that to people just to have a laugh. I don't know. Maybe I will do in my second channel soon. 4th of July. Yeah, 4th of July is coming, huh? She made dessert. I make dinner. Ooh. That sounds really delicious. You guys, you two enjoy your meal. Oh, it sounds really delicious. Hello, Scully from Face the Ace. What didn't bring it? Yes, we forgot it. We didn't bring it. See, I know. You know, I woke up and I saw that you were live, and by the time I saw your live, it was already like 2 hours later. And I was like, oh my God, I wonder if they took their card. Because I watched the whole road trip. And it was like, all the way to you guys got in the parking lot. And I was like, God, I wonder if he took his card. I thought that they probably did it again. You know, there's either way you could think of it. I was thinking of both scenarios. You know, did they take it? And did they forget it? Because that's one of those trips that's so far away, and you're like, God. It's like Brondorf was talking about last night, going all the way to the airport and forgetting your passport. and having to drive I don't know how many hours back to go get it. It's something like that. Oh, the 2nd of July. Okay, make sure you. Usually you do. You put that ahead of time, right? And we can all say hello and before it starts, right? On this channel. Okay, Face the Ace Exploration. Anyone want to see something cute and funny? Check this out. BJ's sharing a link. Hello, BJ from Face the Ace. Hey, Face. BJ, you saw Carlos' video of Ball and Red Bull astronaut? I laughed. He said, John P. Brother laughed really good. No, I didn't see that one, says BJ. So it's been nice here. I have to start an art project too. I got to come up with a drawing. I have to do that. Nez popped in earlier. She wants to paint, so maybe that'll be in the future soon. Oh, it's a short. 61 here in Brizzy. Oh, that's perfect for gardening. I'll still garden in this. It's just a little warm. That's all. It's too bad. This will be my first summer here, guys, that I'm spending at home. Because once it starts cooling down, I'm actually going to go camping. But we're gonna go next month sometime for a couple of days and stay in the cabins where I go where I usually go, where I went last summer. So that village, if you guys remember the village I was at last summer, we're gonna go stay in a cabin there, where we were at the end, like around Halloween last year. You guys saw videos of me carving a pumpkin. That was one of the cabins, so we'll probably go stay in one of those cabins next month for a couple of days. Hest wave, what? A heat wave is 15 Celsius or 60 degrees Fahrenheit here and raining. Wow. We've been having wind like every day here. But it's so weird because it's early today. The last couple of days it's been coming in the evening around like between 4 and like 6, 7-ish. But all day it'll be calm, and then all of a sudden, later in the day, the wind comes. It's so weird. President just declared an emergency power crisis. Yeah, I heard. My hubby told me we're going to war, right? My wife is gardening today. She's been incredible. Is she gardening? Aww. Hey, how long do palm tree shoots take to appear? You know, it could be 2 to 3 weeks, I think, because when they dug our trench for our watering sprinkler system, they ended up sowing a lot of the seeds, and shoot, it was probably maybe even 4 weeks, because all of a sudden they started shooting up in the trenches where they dug, like. You could see where the trenches were dug because there's nothing but palm trees growing out of them. These, I don't know, the seeds. I wonder. Hopefully, I sent you the right seeds because some of them are big and some of them are smaller. But they got to be from this tree because it's actually putting out seeds right now. There's like a huge stalk out there, and it's getting ready to. It's giving dates. Those are the seeds. But there's another seed that it drops too. So hopefully I sent you the right ones. If not, I'll send you more, and not COD. I promise. Southeast America is getting hit with the storm. The shoots maybe, yeah, I would say at least up to 4 weeks, because it wasn't quite some time after the trench was dug that they all popped up at once, like everywhere. I'm like, whoa. That's in the rock. Well, they were in the dirt, not just in the rocks. They grew out of the rocks all the time. Person blue speaking microphone. We've been in the hundreds for 2 weeks here. Scully says, BJ, last week we were still it was hot here, but this week cold and miserable. Oh. BJ says, Scully Pop, we have bamboo here. They really grow tall. Oh, I would love to have bamboo. I planted some too. They never sprouted. It may have been the wrong time of the year. I bought some bamboo. Supposedly it was supposed to be a blue bamboo, but they never sprouted. You know what sprouted in its place instead? A freaking palm tree. Because I was all excited. I was like, I was seeing a little something in the spot that I planted the bamboo, which the seed was a long, slender seed. It wasn't a round seed. And a freaking palm tree sprouted right there because I was watering that spot. North Carolina and down are experiencing heat. Oh my gosh. BJ, can you plant bamboo like fencing? Heck yeah. They grow beside the creek next to the buildings. Yes, you can make fencing out of bamboo. There's different kinds too. There's the slender ones and the thicker stock ones. I would get the thicker ones. A friend of mine where I used to live, my roommate, I was her roommate. It was her place, but the side of her house had bamboo along the fencing, and it grew real tall. So she had a second floor, and it grew tall enough to give the second floor window privacy. It was just beautiful. Beautiful bamboo, and it was a thick stock too. I really miss bamboo. It grows out here in the desert for sure. I've seen it down the street growing like wildfire in people's yards. Yeah, it is tough. So yeah, if you don't want it to spread like aloe vera, I don't know if it gives out pups as quick as aloe vera does, but it does. The roots take over. They go pretty far. They run. So I always try to start mine in a planter or something, a big planter. But if you don't care, just throw them in the ground. Shoot, they will take over an area though. They get dense. You'd have to just a little maintenance, but definitely I would use it for a privacy fence. These are thin and tall. Oh, okay. Yeah, the one that she had growing there, I don't know if she specifically chose that type, but I watched them grow from small to tall, really tall, over 10 feet tall. They were a beautiful, waxy looking green bamboo stalk. Beautiful, like picture perfect. Just beautiful. I used to, when I walked by them, I used to touch them and just really appreciate how pretty they were. We have bamboo growing everywhere here. Yeah, the one that I've seen down the road, it looks real dry and dense, and it looks ugly, kind of like, you know, when a plant has dead grass, and then you have green grass and you have dead grass. That's kind of what the bamboo looks like if you don't trim all the dead off. You're going to see a lot of yellow in there, brown. But if you trim it, it looks really nice. I mean, if you take the dead off, it looks really nice. That might be too much work. I like it. That's what I do on my when I spend time in the garden, I like to pretend everything's a bonsai tree and trim it and shape it. Every time I eat a fruit, I go and plant the seed somewhere, throw it somewhere, just in case maybe it'll grow. I eat avocados. I go throw the seed in the dirt. Or I just had a peach and a nectarine. I made it slushy last evening. A mango slushy with nectarine pieces, fresh nectarine pieces, and blended it all with ice. Oh my god, that was so good. I almost gave myself a brain freeze. But yeah, bamboo would be awesome. I would definitely plant a patch of bamboo, and then as it grows, I would pull it apart and then plant that in like the corners of the yard, places where you know, to accent the yard. I think it'd be nice. Plus, you can make sticks with it. You can make twirling sticks, and you can make well, depending on how big the stock is, you can make rain sticks with them. That you were going to the pool, Kate Smasher. Did you take us with you? I've had to build a shaded area for my garden. It's so hot here. I lost my one tomato field and zucchini. No. Oh no, the sun got him, huh? Yeah, I have one. Well, it's not a tomato, but it's a. What is that called? Dang it! I showed it. I showed it live the last time I was in the garden. What is it called? It's called the borage. And the ants freaking killed one the borage, the big beautiful one. They took it down. I think they burrowed throughout the roots and allowed air in there. Because I watered it really good. Because I thought maybe it's not getting enough water. I soaked it, drenched it, and made sure it was well watered. Nope, the ants are all over it. A little colony, black ants, the little bastards that bite. But there's another small borage that's doing just fine. About 10 inches or 12, 15 inches over to the side. That borage, they just annihilated it. You are by the pool. You're not in the pool? I'm going to go get in the pool. Let's all go get in the pool. To go work on my tan. Go get some vitamin Ks. Oh, it's 100 degrees now. Perfect. Perfect weather. Yeah, I saw just in my feed when I was taking a break early this morning. I saw Wally. Wally went live, or what is it? A short, and he's in the pool. You can just see his feet and his legs up to up above his knees in the pool. He's all floating there, and he was sharing the sunset. Pillow turquoise and hot chocolate. Scully, are you cold over there? You having some a hot beverage? Cuddling up with your pillow? 100 is far too hot to be called perfect. Oh my gosh, that's because you live in Siberia. That you're already used to wearing, well, you don't wear fur where you live, but you're pretty much like a naked Yeti. Bear Yeti. You're a pink Yeti. Camel toe. He's like, here, look at this. Oh, I need to work on some new emojis. Anybody have any suggestions for some new emojis? I think I want to revamp some emojis. Something fun. I do like the camel toe one, but I need to probably revamp it and make it different. Make it look different, but the same but different. You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know what you're saying. Just say it. So how far away do you think your husband has driven? Did you tell him to pick up dinner? He's already here. He asked me if I needed anything, but I told him not. I don't know what we're doing for dinner. Well, we still have corn, babe. I bought that corn because you made those ribs that last time. I went and bought corn. It was only like 5 corn, and we ate 2 out of it, or it was 4. I think we have 2 left. But I had lamb for breakfast at brunch, so I'm not really hungry yet. We need a dorkfish emoji. Oh, thanks, Mike. How many miles? Oh, he said you have to drive through a full tank. Is that what you're referring to? 800 or something, 6 to 800 on a full tank. Thanks, Mike. Thank you. We need a dorkfish. Okay, a dorkfish, gosh. That's gonna be challenging. I'm writing it down. A dorkfish. Well, give me an idea. What would be like dorkfish? I need an image. I need an image. A face orange TV shape. Good one. You bought corn or corn? Rashad, no. Corn, elote. Not cerveza. Es elote. Corn is awesome. Yeah, just corn. Shoot, corn and corn is good. Just corn with mayo and butter, and then Parmesan, a drizzle of sriracha. 800 miles is longer than my country. Yeah, I didn't ask him how the emissions went. Dorkfish. I'm gonna ask AI what its interpretation of dorkfish is to see what it comes up with. Yeah, I don't know what I don't even know. We have ground beef. We have potatoes. What else do we? We got pasta. So he went and bought pasta because I just made a pasta salad with these big old round, hollow noodles. The big ones. I don't know what those are called. I usually take everything out of the package and put it in containers. That's how we store our stuff in the cupboard. So I didn't know exactly what those are called. But he went and bought penny pasta for a pasta salad, and I said, "Oh, I wish you would have got macaroni." But he goes, "You can have a pasta salad with this too." And I said, "Oh, okay," because I'm used to eating macaroni salad with macaroni, right? So, but it's okay. I could yeah, I'll make it work. Those noodles were way too big for a salad, but they worked. They were just as good. They were just bigger than the other ingredients that I cut in there. If I would have cut them a little bigger, probably would have matched. Everything would have looked better. But I forgot when I was telling you the ingredients of that pasta salad. I added a boiled egg in there too, with the pickle, with the bell pepper, and the onion. We were talking about capers. Picture Biden with a fish tail or a fish tail. Really? That's an idea. Gives me something to put in my head in there. Your country is small, John, but it is a nice location. Yeah, that place is cool. Have you seen his walks through the town? How beautiful the buildings are. Like when my hubby took me to Vienna, just the churches. The churches were freaking amazing looking. And there was one that we walked through and around, and we couldn't get in. But the front entrance, so it was all stone, like shaped beautifully. And it had this huge. They all have a gold angel statue or some kind of gold statue. It's just gold in through there. But this one had a nest on the top of one. The church actually looked Gothic. I was like, whoa, this church is cool looking. Like some of the gothy stuff I actually like, and like the goth. I call it goth because it was like dark, like black, like a lot of wrought iron, but with the stone. But it looked beautiful. And anyways, on the roof over to the right, on some kind of ledge, there was a huge nest, huge. Like I'm like, what the heck size bird made that? And I guess it like a stork or something, some kind of stork or a crane or. But the nest was like as big as a dog bed, or bigger. It was like, it was far away, and that darn thing looked huge from far away. And I'm like, holy cow, what the heck is nesting in that thing? But it was huge, like made of, like looked like straw and grasses and all kinds of things. I was like, whoa, that thing's crazy looking. But it was a beautiful church. The building, going back to John P. Brothers town over there, Portugal. The churches were, even the apartment buildings were equally beautiful, and the palaces right there in the parks. God, just beautiful. That place, I really enjoyed walking around. Like over here, you're just like, God, that house looks boring. That building's boring. There's no food for the eyes around here. So boring. Anyways, that doesn't really matter. As long as we're safe, we got food on the table, and we got clean water to drink. No complaining, right? AI sucks at making dark fish. You tried it? I'm gonna. Okay. That's a hard one, Mike. It's not as easy as dork bait. I like dork bait. Dork fish. I'll have to come up with something funny. I'm just gonna get a fish and put the word dork on it. A puffer fish. A cute little puffer fish. Those are the cutest fish ever. Especially when they're babies. They're so cute. Okay. Thanks, Mike, for your donation. That's awesome. I appreciate it very much. Yeah, I'm gonna work on some emojis. Let me look at my video here. Still uploading. Come on. I've been waiting since this morning for that. I even shut it down, started it, and it still won't. It won't let me download it until it frickin'. I don't know if I. Stupid thing. But yeah, it's a new intro for the channel. I wanted to update, videos and stuff I've been putting out, and just updating the channel, right? Updating it a little bit. This is taking forever. So I have a backup video already in queue, but I've gone back and revised it, and so now the revision is taking extremely long, lengthy process. Extremely, I don't know what it's doing. Stupid. The meeting is over. Bait is just a fish that hadn't grown up for fuck's sakes. Dork bait. Okay. So dorkfish is an older, wiser fish then, but a dork. So it's an adult fish. So should we put a mustache on the fish? Hey, I could make that into a live. We can work on the emoji live. I'll put a. Remember the tuna fish guy? What was his Starkist tuna? What was his name? Remember Miss Kathy was talking about the tuna fish guy? He had clothes on, didn't he? Didn't he have a hat too? Or am I thinking of something else? Cutting a nice cold. Oh my God! Cold watermelon. Oh my God, that's good. Yeah, when it's warm out, oh, a cold watermelon and pineapple's good, and nectarines, grapes, all the berries. That stuff is good. I miss growing up in our old backyard. We had all that stuff growing. Blackberries. My mom never grew watermelons, so that's weird. Well, she always got them from the field. She used to bring home the honeydew and the cantaloupe and the watermelon. We didn't do a lot of honeydew. It was like ever so often. But there was a cantaloupe. Cantaloupe was so good. You open it up and harvest the seeds out of there, and then put a nice scoop of vanilla ice cream in there. That was good. Gates, yep, Gates, Portugal is amazing. Location, especially south. That was pretty though. The beach you went to, brother John. That was really a beautiful place. The beach, all beaches, I think, are beautiful. The boatyard that you were walking by too. That reminded me of my trip to California. What, 2 summers ago? 3 summers now? I don't know. 3 now. Over in Morro Bay, there's a name for that. God, I forgot. Not because I don't use the name very often. I forgot it. Like by the pier, but all the boats parked there. Anyways, it was like a really long, like over a mile long, and I went to the far side of it where there was like a golf course, and then a preserve, like a nature preserve that you can kind of walk along and be by the ocean. I saw an otter there eating, I don't know, clams. He had a clam on his chest and he was trying to break it with his little hands, and then a seagull came. I got it on film. I got it on camera. I think it's in my channel somewhere, that video. But it was so cute. That's where I was at. But the beach, it was on the other side where it was cleaner and where all the people hang out. And there was like a lot of sand there by the pier and the big, huge rock. That reminded me of where you were at. It looked kind of like that, except ours had a big. Where I was at had a huge, big, huge rock, which is an old capstone for an ancient volcano that formed that rock there. Oh, the lighthouse, yeah. There was a lighthouse over by where I was at where a little place called Spooner's Cove to the left of that, but it was on property because that used to be an old nuclear plant. There's a nuclear plant right there, and you can't drive through. Literally have to go out and drive like 12 miles around to get around the area when it literally just takes you 2-3 miles to cross through there, but they don't let through traffic through there. You have to go all the way around because of the lighthouse. The lighthouse is there, and there's also an old, I don't know if it's still functioning, nuclear plant right there where I was at by that Spooner's Cove. That's where I found a lot of those stones with holes in them. And that collected like, I don't know, 15 of those, brought them home. And I was metal detecting there too. All I found was a huge, huge weight. Looked like a commercial fishing weight. And I found coins, a few coins, pennies, and I think I found a few quarters. Yeah, the beach is fun to do metal detecting. You'd be surprised what people drop there. What did I find on that beach over at Morro Bay? I found what did someone say? That's a distributor cap or something. So I don't know. It's a piece of metal, and someone recognized it right away. They're like, that's like a distributor cap, I think is what they said. I can't remember. Some crazy part from a car or something. You can't even drive your car out there. There's just a walking only, foot traffic only. What are you two doing for the 4th of July? We're probably going to stay home. They're already selling fireworks out here at Costco too, babe. Was that a ho ho ho? Is that what you just said? I don't know. We stayed home, I think, last year and just watched them around us. I have sparklers, so if we don't do anything, that's the extent of ours. So I'm happy with sparklers. And I have a few old bottle rockets we bought from Mexico. I should probably use them before they get too old to use. It's been years though. One year we went down to an actual somewhere where they have an arena, like this big arena, and you're literally in a roundabout area of nothing but restaurants and shops, and there's a huge parking lot in the middle. And right there, they did a fireworks show, and that was amazing. But by gosh, getting there and leaving there is like a football game. It's crazy. Everybody trying to leave at the same time. But it was worth it. But we decided not to do that again because it was just too chaotic. You'd have to leave before the show and then, or way after. I mean, I don't know. We just decided not to do that anymore. But it was really neat. What are you guys going to do, Gate Smasher? You like metal detecting, but not alone? So out in the sand, I got this special shovel that has holes in it. It's like a scoop with a long stick. And that makes it so much easier. You can do that with one hand and hold. You can literally put that on your shoulder, metal detect, and then when you find something, you just stick that in the sand and lift it up, and all the sand pours through, and whatever's coins or bracelets or necklaces, they'll get caught in that little scoop. It's like uh, it's like a strainer, really. Kind of looks like a strainer, but in the shape of a scoop. Easiest thing, get the long pole one. If you could find one, you could probably make your own. If you could fashion the scoop by bending or fabricating, or know anyone that can. Just look them up, and then you could probably mimic it pretty easily. But it makes it so much easier. In the wet sand also. Hey, Indian Boogie, how you doing? You're bashing? You're gonna be bashing? Nice skates. Melwa. You said hello. Sending some fireworks. Fireworks, cookouts, drinks, food fights. Oh my gosh. That's a bash. Yeah, that's gonna be a bash. That sounds like fun. You doing that at your place? You gonna have friends over? Like a what is it? Neighborhood party? Yeah, you've seen those, Jumpy? Yeah, that's what I used out at the beach. You have to have one of those, guys. Makes it so much easier. And I got a little scoop. I got a shovel. The little orange thing that you have that you can connect to your belt, and it stretches like a telephone wire. Of the old ones, the bungee ones. That thing is good to get a precise pinpoint of where your metal is at, whatever it is that you find. Those are really good. I was doing that over here at the parks, but I kept finding casings. I kept finding bullet casings. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be out here. In the playground, out of all places. Right into the swings, the toddler swings. I'm like, my gosh. Someone is discharging firearms out here in the freaking playground. Oh my gosh. I just laughed. I'm like, wow. I hope this wasn't like a what does that call that? Evidence to something bad I'm tampering with. Yeah, the pinpointer, yeah. That little orange thing. Why is my nose clogging up? It's probably the AC. Go outside, it starts to get runny. You sold your Garrett? Why? Oh, you just celebrated your 4-year post-liver transplant? All right, congratulations. That's awesome. So you're doing good 4 years later, huh? Wait, 4-year post-liver transplant. Yeah. You already got it, right? My neighbors, are you getting together with your neighbors for the whole weekend? Water slides and pool jumping, maybe you run to the beach and do boating and water skiing, shooting at everyone's range. Oh, that's cool. That sounds like a lot of fun. That's a lot of activity going on there. Yes. Ooh, you're gonna get nice and sunbaked. Happy birthday, Boogie. Happy liver birthday. Yeah, you're doing better, feeling great. That's good. That's awesome. Hey, Vic, how you doing? Good to see you. Blow my nose real quick, guys. Hang on. Okay, that's better. That's much better. Thanks, chat. Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't know that the liver transplant was possible. But if we just, is it the liver? I thought it was the kidneys, wasn't it? Can't transplant a kidney, can you? That's awesome, though. Hi, Tina. How you doing? Good to see you. So yeah, I'm gonna be making some new emojis for the channel, and if anybody has any ideas, I already got dorkfish. So I'm gonna be making some new ones. It's so challenging to make an emoji because of the size. Like you can put anything you want in there, right? Pretty much anything. But being able to see it is the challenge. To see it enough to where you can actually appreciate it and you don't have to squint. Most of you are on YouTube on your phone. I've always done it on my computer, so I can see them a little bit better. I don't do YouTube off my phone unless I'm doing a live. But I have two screens that I sit in front of, and I have one screen with StreamYard and the other screen with the YouTube side. But I actually don't have that part open right now because I'm waiting for this program to hurry up and finish this darn thing so I can upload it. Let's see, what is it? Still uploading. My God. So yeah, so I can do two things, have two things open. Still got the. One of my sisters had a kidney transplant. I gave her an extra 12 years. Yeah, that's what I was thinking was the more uh the one that's talked about most, right, is the kidney. But the liver, I don't hear that very often about the liver transplants. But that's awesome. So such a scary surgery, huh? I bet you were terrified and scared. I've heard a lot of things about that too. Whoever the donor is, I've heard stories about taking on the uh, I don't know, not really taking on the personality of the donor, but feeling a little different. I don't know. What was the last story I heard? This was quite some time ago, where the mother, I think she had lost her son, but but he enabled his organs to be donated, and the organ that I think went into the new donor was the heart or something. And after that donor received the organ, the mother visited the person and just wanted to hear the heart beating because it brought her closer to her son. So it was just a really heartwarming, story that I had heard. It was really neat. And how the love of a mother is so so genuine and deep. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say in a roundabout way. The traits. So um, yeah, I don't know. Do you feel anything like that, Gates? Indian Bookie? Anything? Feel anything different? I bet you're just happy that you have a working liver, huh? That's awesome. I would be too. It's like screw everything else. Probably don't even notice anything else. It doesn't matter, huh? It just doesn't matter. Those kind of things. So let's see. Definitely this emoji. We'll figure out that one. Maybe I'll do that live, and we'll figure out how to draw these things. Because I have to do another drawing too. Definitely will. We could design some emojis. So yeah, we're going into almost 2.5 hours. I did put the link up, and so nobody wanted to come up. Maybe it got buried. But we'll go live again, and we'll work on some new emojis for the channel. And I think I'll do another giveaway soon. I promise it won't be COD. That wasn't my intention. It was not my intention. Yeah, we'll do that soon. So hopefully everybody has a great hump day. It's 129 here, 101 here in Phoenix, Arizona, and it's June 25th. So 4th of July is coming up soon. Hopefully everybody's going to be doing some fun stuff, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you all for your support. Thanks for watching. If you like the show, push that thumbs up button, and if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'd appreciate it. My sister never ate broccoli after her kidney transplant. She started eating it after 65 years. Ooh, that could be one of the traits, huh? Gate Smasher. 103 again? Yeah, it's 101 here. It's 103 at your place? Where are you at, Gate Smasher? Big hugs to you, John P. brother. Yeah, it's 101. It's climbing. Yeah. Central Florida. They're in Central Florida. Oh, you gotta. I've seen some metal detectors out in Florida, and that water goes up to your waist, and you can walk in it pretty calm in some places. And he metal detects right there, and he was up to his chest in the Florida at the Florida beach. I don't know which one it was, but you could see almost all the way down to the sand. Almost. It was a little dense as it got further towards his feet. But anyways, he was metal detecting in there in the water, and a little jellyfish just floated up to him, and then several others, and he's just like, he just stood there still and let them float by. I was like, oh my God. So crazy. Crystal River. Oh, 2 hours north of Tampa. Oh, wow. Yeah. I don't know if the ocean is the same. Like up and down the California coast, it goes from like, it's crazy. It changes. So you got like Pebble Beach, where it's just all rocks, small rocks, and then you got sand, and then you got coarse sand, and then you got smooth, and then you got really rocky, and then it's crazy. It's like they have like all the different kinds, different ones. Gates, my brother Andrew, he skyhunts near Crystal River, the UFOs. Oh, and near power plants. Yeah, yeah. That was in the past. We were talking about a lot of activity in the sky near power plants. That I remember hearing about that. The Gulf of America. Gate Special says, that's cool, John. So yeah, maybe we'll do. I know I always say this. Maybe we'll do another live later, and I end up not. But I like to at least entertain the idea, because I may do that later. Is work on some emojis and this drawing I gotta come up with for a project that just came out. So we'll do that. It gives me kind of back into my my art chair. So if you ever want to meet him, the power plant, I can help out. Yeah, John P is offering his help. Thanks for popping in, Tina. Good to see you. And yeah, we'll see you all later. I'm gonna go stretch my legs, probably go get in the pool, or go do something in the garden. Go do something. I need to go walk around for a little while. And I will talk to you all later. Have a great day. Have a great hump day. Have a great evening. The rest of your day. And if I don't see you again, have a great rest of your week. And we'll talk to you later. We'll see you. Scully says, "Hi, Pink. Stay positive. You got it." Scully says, "Ska, ska, ska, ska." I don't dare try to do it like you. Nobody can do it like you. So I won't even go there. Cool, sis. Enjoyed the night pool swim. Sis hugs last week. Yes, and we got to do some night pool exercises too. Got to do some of those. See you on the other side? All right, you betcha. Thank you, Miss Susie. Oh, there you are, Wally. Blessings, much love. Oh, yeah. Much love to you. And brother, wherever you are in Scotland, we miss you. Come back. Hopefully you're doing good and still thinking of you. We'll see you all later. Bye, guys. Wally Poo. Get in the Wally Poo. You were there just busy? Oh, okay. That's okay. We'll see you guys later. Love you all. Have a great day. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.